is, homie, what it is, cause yeah. I'm going live. Cruiser Man is about to end his live stream. I'm trying again. I'm in the dark car. Oh, Bot Rix, you're early. Bot Rix, I can always count on you, buddy. I love you. Yo, we got Bot Rix. What's up, Zyre? Ooh, I got my seat warmer on. It feels good. It feels good when your butt is all sore from leg day. Leg day was yesterday, but still kind of sore today. Today I didn't do legs, obviously. It's just upper body. Well, I did do I did like the stair climber after. I always end the workout with cardio. I don't like doing it in the beginning or like the middle. I always do like the strength stuff and then cardio at the end. I guess maybe it's better to do cardio first because then it gets your heart rate up and maybe you could. But I don't work out really to like lose weight because I don't need to. It's like more to build muscle. So if you want to lose more weight, because weight training really doesn't lose that much weight. That's cardio. But if you want to like get more muscular, it's like you should probably start with cardio and then do the weight training. So you get your heart rate up and you probably might burn some more calories with the weight training. But if you're just doing it just to build muscle, you don't care about like weight loss, then it doesn't really matter. But cardio is good, I don't know, for your heart. I think excessive cardio isn't good for your heart because constantly having high blood pressure, like a high pulse, is not good for your organs. There's like all these people that are like, oh, he was so healthy, why did he die of a heart attack? It's like, oh, maybe because he was running 15 miles a day, and when you're running and doing all that stuff, it ups your heart rate a ton. If you constantly have like a 170 BPM, what do you think's gonna happen? So obviously I think there's too much cardio. Too much isn't good for your heart either. Always having a high pulse is not good. But in moderation, I think it's good. Burns calories and stuff. So I mean, really, you could eat like whatever you want. If you just burn the calories off, it doesn't really matter what you eat. Like, let's say you eat like 5,000 calories a day. If you if you did like, 6 hours of cardio a day after eating that and you burned all those calories off, you would never gain weight. I'm not a nutritionist or anything, but that is kind of how it works. It's calories in, calories out, Because your body burns calories just by like existing, There's like, it's called like a maintenance. So let's say you need like 2,000 calories a day just to like function. If you eat 2,000 calories exactly, you won't lose weight or gain weight. Like, very little. If you eat more, you'll gain weight than 2,000 calories. But that's if you're burning the 2,000 calories. If your body burns 2,000 calories, if you eat 2,000, you won't lose or gain weight. If you eat less, you'll lose weight. Because calories are just like energy. So I mean, you can eat tons of calories, but if you just gotta reply to that text. Oh man. Oh, I wish Cruiser Man would come in, or Bergs, or somebody. Fuck. Man, the last couple times I've been going live, it's just like 0 viewers. I don't fucking know, man. I tried it. I guess I could go live for like a while. Hopefully, maybe people come in, but it's like, oh my god, my channel is fucking dead. Whatever. Guess I shouldn't let it bother me. I think I might be shadow banned. Like honestly, I think I'm shadow banned for some reason. Because it's like sometimes my comments don't go through even when on like a live stream when it's not. I can't be fully shadow banned because people still see my comments, but I think like I don't know, I might be like partially shadow banned. YouTube's AI and stuff, dude. Like I know they're doing some crazy stuff, bro. It's like if you've ever said anything, you're probably like pushed to the bottom of the algorithm. If you've ever done anything not, you know, completely family friendly PG-13, like man, it's fucking crazy. This AI, man, it's gonna get out of control. I know it. But it's our fault, you know. AI only has as much power over humans as we let it have. You know, like in terms of like work and taking people's jobs and stuff. AI, I mean, but once it's out there, I don't think we could tail it. We can't really like control it. We can't like take it back because it's already been out there and it's been out for a couple years now. So either they're gonna have to really limit it and say like, no, people still need jobs. You can't just use AI for people's work. They have to tail it back, or, but I don't think that's possible. I don't, because like once these corporations and stuff get a taste of like AI and then they start laying off. Like I think Amazon just laid off 40,000 of their software engineers. By the way, I think some of this is because during COVID, a lot of the software workers they could work from home, like a lot of people in offices. And then when COVID is done now, they say we still have to pay the rent for the building and all this stuff, so we need the workers back in the building to make it profitable. And if you don't want to come back to work in the office, you're fired. I think that's partially because of that. I think the reason why some of these people are getting fired is because of AI, but also because they don't want to come back to the office, because it's like once you start working from home, you're probably like, well, if I don't have to I save money commuting, I save time. Some people commute hours every day to work. Some people drive like, you know, 1-2 hours to work every single day. You know, they spend like a couple hours in commute. So it's like they save all that money on like gas, bus, whatever they use. They save money and time by working at home. But it's shown to be less productive because there's probably more distractions at home than in a work environment. So they started like firing people because they didn't go back to the office, and Amazon laid off 40,000 software engineers because either they didn't want to come back to the office or they started, you know, using AI or whatever. Now I think we could fix it. I think they could fix it. They could stop that from happening if they like pull the AI back. If the government says you need this certain amount of humans and it needs to be like at like 95% of what it was before the AI or something. So you could lay off like 5% of your workforce or whatever for that reason alone. But I feel like corporations, they have lobbyists and stuff, like really big ones, and they could find a way around it. They could be like, well, like we don't want to fucking pay their salaries. But humans need fucking jobs. I don't care if the job is like, you know, like with Twitter or something, it's like a diversity lead or something. Even if it's a useless job, you know, that in the grand scheme of things, so like that's still like a human being that's like, you know, gets supported by that and does some kind of work to get the money. It's like I know Twitter laid off a lot of people like that when Elon came. They laid off a lot of those like diversity leads and all that sort of stuff. I don't necessarily disagree with that. Maybe it's like, well, if your work doesn't really contribute to the company like directly or has like little to no effect, maybe you can make the argument that laying them off would be okay. But like AI just doing it faster and better, it's like, well, yeah. I mean, you save money, it could do it faster and more efficiently than the worker. but it's still like a human being, you know. It's not. But I mean, try telling that to a multi-billion-dollar corporation or something. Try telling them that like, oh well, people over profits. They're gonna be like, no, profits over people. That's why we use AI to do this. The only way we could scale it back and stop people from losing their jobs from AI is like we need to implement a lot of like more restrictions. Be like, you can't just like you need like actual human workers. Like we can't just replace all of that with AI. Amazon laid off thousands of people, 40,000 people. Microsoft, thousands of people. Google, thousands of people. All these jobs are laying off like thousands of their workers because of AI. That's a big 40,000 fucking Amazon employees. That's 40,000 people. That's like there's a you know like a small town or something is like 40,000, 50,000 people. There's like little towns and stuff like with that population. That's the entire fucking population of like these little towns and shit. That's a lot of people. 50,000 people is a lot of people. 40,000 people. Then these people don't have a job. They don't spend money with the and they don't spend as much money in the economy. Like they aren't buying stuff as much because they don't have the money for it. That hurts the economy. So I don't know why Elon is saying like, oh, work will be optional in 10 to 20 years because like AI will make everything so easy and like you know, it's like we don't even humans could just kind of do what they want and not have to work. I don't see that happening because it's like if AI is taking everyone's fucking job right now, as it is, if it takes your fucking job, it takes your job. You don't have the money to spend and contribute to the economy. Like everyone contributes to the economy in some form or fashion. They buy stuff and but what's people's main source of contributing to the economy? Paying taxes and buying things. If they don't have a job, well, they probably aren't paying the taxes on their pay. If they don't get a paycheck, they aren't paying a tax on the paycheck. If they don't have a job, they can't buy as much shit and contribute to the economy that way. So I don't know how fucking AI is gonna make work optional if it fucking ruins the economy. If they lay off all these people, it won't work. You know, they really need to start adding like restrictions to it. Even if I want to get into like a career field that doesn't rely on like AI, but I mean, eventually they can make robots that could fucking install wiring and stuff in buildings. I'm sure they could. They could do stuff like that. They could make, you know, robots that do plumbing or like manual labor. I'm sure manufacturing and like warehouses, already Amazon warehouses, there's some locations that have like robots that like will do all the stuff and they don't need like humans to do it. So it's like, okay, manufacturing, they could probably automate most of that. Office work, white collar work, like on a computer, they could probably automate most of that. Blue collar, that's probably a while in the future. Like, I don't think that like AIs can't replace doctors or like lawyers yet. Like those types of jobs, like white. I mean, I think those are considered white collar. Nursing, AI probably can't replace that yet. Trades, like an electrician and stuff, probably can't replace it yet, but it probably can replace manufacturing and like white collar computer work. But manufacturing does drive the economy. Manufacturing and like people don't realize that also farming is a major backbone of any of the economy. If you like don't have the farming, then the economy, I mean, it's like people still need to eat. Everyone needs to eat. So that's a big force for the fucking economy is food. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could really, because you could have a remote. If you could have a remote controlled vehicle, you know, they have like the Waymo, the self-driving cars. You could have a self-driving tractor. It's like, okay, well, you could have a self-driving tractor for a field. You could have a self-driving, you know, you could do all that stuff. You could probably automate farm tools like that. Like watering and stuff, like watering the crops. That's all done on like a timer on those massive like if you've ever driven past a farm, you see those really big like metal things, like huge metal sprinklers that put the water everywhere. I mean, that's all automated on a timer. So I think even farming, I mean, eventually, I mean, because farmers like a big successful farmer, they're rich, you know. If you own like a lot of land, why do you think? I think Bill Gates is the largest like farm owner in America. He ain't no fucking farmer. He's just a very rich like investor. A lot of farming, because there's so much like food and so much processed garbage. It's like a lot of the farming is done. It's like it's owned or controlled by you just like mega fucking billionaires, like Bill Gates that owns like probably like a couple 100,000, however many acres of farmland. It's like if Bill Gates is like get some advice, he's like, all right, we could replace all this stuff with AI. We don't need to like even hire, you know, like illegal immigrants or whatever. It's like that's scary too. Then the farm workers don't have a job. You know, manufacturing. I'm sure most of that could be automated. I'm sure most office work could be automated. So I guess I mean it's like blue collar medical. You know, like a doctor, a nurse, um, trades for now. But I mean they could really anything that involves using your hands or your brain. It's like right now I think AI is taking the stuff that involves using your brain. But in the future, it could keep getting better, 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 and then start replacing the stuff that you need your hands for. Which, like, fuck. I mean, what? How's the economy gonna run if people don't need to work, or if like they can't work because AI took all the jobs? You know. How is work supposed to be optional, and how is the economy supposed to function if people don't spend money? Was the government just going to give a free payout to everyone? I mean, it seems like the AI basically, it would turn. I mean, at least, obviously they didn't have any of that during like any like the USSR or like any like communist times. But I think like basically if that were the case and AI took like the majority of jobs and stuff, it'd basically be like a new form of communism. You know. It would be like corporation controlled communism instead of government controlled communism, maybe. But the government, I guess, would be responsible for taking care of people. I guess if that happened. I don't think this is overblown because it's like, dude, everyone knows about AI. You think you using ChatGPT just for like certain stuff? I mean, you could use it for work. You could use it for just personal stuff, just or like fun, whatever. You think like you using that doesn't get to a fucking massive corporation? Of course they know that they could start using that. They're like, all right, well we could increase our profit margins and efficiency if we lay off people and just have AI do it. It's like how well does that fucking bode for the economy? Like, what the fuck? I mean, of course, like I'm still gonna. You still need. I'm not saying I'm not gonna like work or like not do any of that. It's like obviously I want like the career, but it's like what career should you get into now? It's like with this like fucking massive economic uncertainty, which comes from like AI. Because it's already happening. It's like look up massive corporations, how much people they're laying off. You think do people think that they just don't need that work done anymore? That 40,000 of their employees didn't do any work? You guys, if you guys hear that, you think, oh, well, they have so many employees. If they lay off 40,000 people, those people didn't really contribute that big of a portion of work to the. Of course they did. 40,000 people in any fucking thing is gonna contribute a shitload to the actual job. Why? How and why could they lay off 40,000 of their workers and not suffer from it? Well, they still need something to do the work of 40,000 people. You know, they still need something to make all that money that those people helped contribute. What are they using in place of those 40,000 people? And then you look at the field. Oh, software engineering, in Microsoft or Amazon. Well, what are they going to do in place of those 40,000 people? Oh, they're using AI, and they put 40,000 people out of fucking jobs. That's crazy. And that really sucks. I mean, that sucks. It's like those people that had to do that. I mean, they had to go to college for like computer science, or I mean, even if they didn't, you know, because tech is like actually one of the fields that doesn't necessarily require a degree. Like they actually want, if you do like a lot of tech stuff, sometimes like they will overlook a degree and like see like, oh, what projects have you done? What does your portfolio look like? They're like we just want to see like, you know, skill. It's like what skill do you have, like, and how can you contribute? So regardless of how they got into that career path, they still had to put in tons of work and like learn all this code and spend, you know, thousands of hours getting really good at coding and website building, or, you know, all this stuff. They get into it, and then fucking a couple years later, whatever down the line, or they just got into it, they just get laid off. They get laid off by this massive corporation just for you know, because of AI. The Amazon and the 40,000 people is software engineers. It's not the people working in the warehouses and stuff. It's like, because that's not fully automated yet. Amazon is very high tech, and in some of their warehouse facilities, they do automate a lot of the tasks. But I feel like in a majority of them, they still rely on like human labor for the warehouses. So the grunt work, like the hands-on grunt work, like at an Amazon facility, that's still done by people. But they just laid off 40,000 of their software engineers. Oh, you can make the argument, okay, they're outsourcing it to a third world country. Well, why would they have to outsource it to a third world country when they still have to pay those people some, you know, not as good wages as in America, but they still have to pay them some sort of wage? Why do that when they fucking have like probably in-house, they have in-house code and in-house AI to do that work? It's like they probably use those people to build their fucking in-house AI, or used another company like OpenAI, whatever, to make it, and then once they fucking made it good enough, they're like, all right, you're done. You gave us what we needed. Lay off. Yeah, and it's like job security used to be like, oh yeah, #1 priority, but it's like there's a lot of jobs where it's like something happens with the government or something in the world, tons of layoffs. They're like, well, we can't. All right, we could either take a loss in profits and then keep the employees and try to ride it out, or we could cut the employees and you know, if we could still maintain a good profit, but like reduce the amount of employees and the salaries that they pay, and we still make it out good. Because the corporations, they're just going to do what's ever in their best interest. So if laying off 40,000 people means that they still make enough profit to pay, you know, whatever the other employees, but they don't have to pay the 40,000 other employees, of course they're going to take it. Like whatever gives them the best profit at the end of the day. If laying off 40,000 people is in their best interest, they'll do it. It doesn't matter that they put 40,000 people out of a fucking job. You think the jobs really care about you? It's messed up, man. It is messed up. It's like back before all this stuff. It's like, you know, this wasn't happening. Like when we didn't have like all the tech and stuff. It's like that amount of like layoffs and shit was not happening. It is literally affecting the economy and people's like jobs and life right now, like the AI. That's fucked up. You know, that is fucked up. And I really don't think I'm overreacting. It's overblown, because it's like, how could you see that and be like, oh, that's a good, like, I want to get into that. It's like, if you want to get into the fucking software engineering at an entry level or whatever level right now, it's like, why would you do that? Oh, you could get a job for like a couple years and then you get fucking laid off when AI gets better. It's already happened. It's already happening. It's like that doesn't sound like a good career field to get into, computer science. And I mean that's sad because you know people could be really passionate about that and that's what they want to do, and but it's like, well, maybe it's not the best field to get into. I mean, I heard there's like soft skills and hard skills. But yeah, it's pretty messed up. That is messed up. I mean, it's like that. The corporations are so fucking profit driven that they could lay off 40,000 people like in one go. That's just like sad, you know. I mean, I hope some of those people have a backup plan, or Amazon gave them some sort of payout before they laid them off, or maybe they allowed them. They said maybe okay, you could continue working. You know, they said okay, you could either take this big payout, or you could continue working with us. Some of those people, maybe if the contingency to that plan was to return to the office, maybe that's why some of those people didn't. They just took the payout and then got laid off. I'm sure that's probably involved. There probably could have been a payout, or with the alternative that they returned to the office. And I bet a lot of people probably didn't take that and they just took the payout and got laid off. Which is, I mean, that's messed up. It's messed up that they've even put people in that position. Because what are they going to replace those people with? AI. I guess for computer science, like a prompt engineer is probably probably a very valuable skill. I know that colleges actually in computer science classes they do teach prompt engineering now. If you were like a fully dedicated fucking prompt engineer, maybe a pen tester like cybersecurity, maybe that could be a good one to get into. Yeah, cybersecurity sounds like, because like now that everything's online and you know there's a lot of money to be had by hackers and shit and bad actors and activists and stuff. It's like pen testing and cybersecurity does sound like something good to get into, but even cybersecurity, I mean, ask like people that are in cybersecurity like how much of their job that they actually do. That's not, they just have like automated programs to like pen test and check security and verify like passwords and stuff. It's probably mostly automated. Once their fucking boss realizes that, they're like, oh, you know, 90% of what you do is automated. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna automate you. I mean, dude, even like what people think, they're like, oh, this job won't go away. It's like we already have self-driving cars. You could get a self-driving truck, so that's trucking, you know. I think they've already experimented with that, and they're already experimented with like, you know, self-driving trucks and trucking. I guess even like trains could be like that. Yeah, trains could even be like that too. It's fucking crazy. Because really, I mean, they could put AI into anything. They could put it into a robot to do manual like labor, just automated. They could do it in software to do that type of stuff. It's like really, I mean, anything that humans could do, AI could take over. It seems like human creativity, because they're saying, I mean, they're like, all right, the fields that you should get into in college don't really, I mean, it's not as much like human creativity as just like you know, like actual like skills that most people don't have, like doctor, lawyer, engineer, stuff like that. But it's like AI could, you know, AI could read all the textbooks and implement it and do all that shit too. So it's like even those jobs it could take eventually. But like stuff with like human creativity, they're like, oh, you know, English major, liberal arts, which is yeah, a mix of everything. It's like you're not really sure what the major is supposed to be in. That's like a liberal arts. That's pretty much, I mean, it's like people say that there's like the useless degrees like that, but most of those useless degrees do rely on like human creativity. And like we could see with the YouTube, it's like there's a lot of AI slop. It's because people would rather, they're gonna replace human creativity with AI. And that's crazy. Well, like we're supposed to have fucking, artists and people that do that sort of stuff and directors and all that sort of thing, all those things. That's like if AI is doing all that, you know. It's messed up, man. I think like really I should learn more about AI and like how it works and how to utilize it, because it's like if you don't know that, then you're probably going to be like left behind. Like get some sort of skill that doesn't rely on complete technology or like just computers, so that you can still have like a career for the future, and then but also learn about AI, so it's like you can learn about it and how to utilize it. Because I feel like it's gonna be even more important just as the years go on. Knowing about AI and using it for certain things is gonna be like very, very important. It's a really powerful tool, but with great power comes great responsibility. And if the people who kind of like run the world, like massive corporations and governments, don't have the responsibility and they just want the power, then it's going to end up bad, because they need to control it. But there could come a certain point where it's like it gets too powerful, and then they can't do anything about it. It's already in everything. If AI is in everything, and people are so used to using it, then like there's only so much. It's like limited what the government can control. So. I mean, my advice is just never, ever be completely reliant on one thing. Never be completely reliant on one. Never be completely reliant on the government. Never be completely reliant on your job. Never be completely reliant on, like, anything, really. Because you never know when that one thing could go away. And then if that's all you know, that's all you've ever done, then you're fucked. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, like picking careers and stuff based on like thinking about this. Like I know what I want to like do, and I think it's gonna be safe for a while. But you never know. There's all this uncertainty. I think the best thing to do is just be really smart with your money and like invest well. Don't overspend. Don't buy useless stuff. Don't make dumb financial decisions. Always invest. Don't spend like frivolously. Always have backups. Always have alternative sources of income. Always try to learn some new skill that's like in demand. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But no personal life on YouTube. I'm not gonna tell you guys. I'm not saying what I'm actually doing. I think I've already said stuff, but I mean, because people say like, oh, just get into something, just do anything. Well, you could do anything, and that might work, but I'm like almost 20, right? It's like, well, will that work in 10 years? Will that work in 5 years? Will that work in 10 years? Will that work in 15 years? Because even in 5, 10, or 15 years, I'll still be a pretty young person, and I'll still have like most likely a lot of life left to live and like stuff to do. It's like, what, I have to figure it out then? It's like I don't want to be in a position where I have to do something completely different when I'm like 35 years old. It's like if I get good at something when I'm young, and then I could do that for like a long time, then that serves me better than doing like a million different things because I had to, because I chose the wrong thing. I'd rather choose one right thing, maybe pivot or something, than choose a wrong thing from the get-go and by the wrong thing, I mean something that's not relevant in 5 years or 5 to 10 years. It's like I don't want to waste time and money getting some useless skill that goes, is no longer profitable in like 5 to 10 years. That sounds like the worst thing. Yeah, dark car vibes. I like the car because, like, I got the heated seat and my fucking ass hurts though. I should get out and walk around. Ow. Fucking hell, dude. Ow. I feel like I'm like 50 years old, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, let's walk around. Let's walk the soreness off. What's up? Oh my god. What? Oh yeah, I think I remember you too. You came in 37. We've been live for 37 minutes. I had to get out of the car and walk around because, like, my ass cheeks and my back and legs are super sore. we did the leg day yesterday. I think I remember you too. Maybe. What do we got back here? You got this plushie. I'll read it for you. Okay, let's read this. Lloyd, always look before you leap, especially when it's steep. Maybe I should never tell, but I would laugh if you fell. My birthday is August 18th. Let's read what this is. I think it said, it's a cub. It's a baby cougar. Baby cougars have spots on them. It's pretty gay. Good. I was just talking for like 37 minutes about like AI and stuff. About like the future with AI and shit. It's kind of boring, so I won't repeat it. Just like AI and Look at the whip. There's the whip right there. The Batmobile. I could show the shoes. These are Adidas Crazy 8s. I'm all dripped out with Adidas, you know. I got the tracksuit on. I'm at a park. It's a empty parking lot. And then we got, and this sweatshirt is also Adidas. We're all dripped out, you know. Take care. You left kind of soon. But you gotta match, you know. If you're wearing one Adidas thing, gotta match. Oh my god. Fuck. Dude, I feel old, man. Yo, what's up, 2 viewers? We have this one, and then someone else. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, also my wallet. Adidas too. All Adidas. Adidas shoes, pants, sweatshirt, and wallet. I'm a big fan of the Adidas brand. Fuck Nike, man. I don't really like Nike shoes because like the soles in Nike shoes are like foam. They're not like rubber. It seems like Adidas uses like actual rubber in the soles of the shoes and stuff. Or like memory foam or something. But like when I've worn like Nike shoes, it's like it's just like foam bottoms. You know, they have like no traction and not a lot of support. So that's kind of why I prefer Adidas. I think the shoes are actually higher quality than Nike. And it's pretty comfy. I mean, like Adidas sweatpants, like, you know. Kind of like a Gopnik. Oh, do I? I did get a haircut. Yeah, my hair isn't as long, and I cut off my bangs. Yeah, I got a hair. No, I did go to the gym, yeah. Yeah, I go to the gym. That's why I'm fucking really sore right now, because I go to the gym like probably 5 times a week. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I did look different. It's probably the hair. My hair is longer. I just got a haircut, and then I also I cut off my bangs, and then my hair's shorter on the sides and stuff. And also, because like you can see my full body. You know, I'm usually laying down when I have the stream or just sitting. Yeah, maybe I look a little different. I don't know, haircut for like men is like it can change your face, you know. It's like men look a lot different with different hairstyles. If I was bald, man, fuck. Nah, well, I am getting older, yeah. Seems like I'm growing more facial hair now. I've shaved every day since I was probably like 16 or something, but it seems like it does grow faster now on my face, so. It's like if I shave in the morning, I notice that like even like at night, I do have like a lot of stubble and stuff. Getting older, man. I should grow a beard. I I don't know. I could grow kind of a mustache, but I don't know. I don't really like that look. Thanks. Oh, still doing the Zen though. Some things don't change. Still on the Zen. I've probably been doing Zen for like fucking like a year. I don't even. Are you from Brazil? That JAJA is like that's like a Brazil thing, right? How's Brazil? Your weather's probably way different than mine. It snowed today. It snowed this morning. I don't. I don't. It probably snows some places in Brazil, right? But I think of Brazil as being like hot. Like I feel like Brazil would be like a very like hot type of place. Yeah, I don't even know. KK. That's not an American slang. I thought that was Brazil. The yeah 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 yeah. Yeah. Where does it snow in Brazil? Oh, Colombia. I don't know. I think they do that stuff too. They do that yeah 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 thing in the KKKKK. Oh, Colombia. Where does it snow in Colombia? Does it? It probably snows in Colombia, right? In the mountains. It snowed here today. Did it snow where you live yet? We got the first snow ever. The first snow this year in the this morning. Yeah, anywhere that there's mountains, there's usually snow because even in like Las Vegas, Nevada and stuff, even in like Nevada and the desert, it snows in the mountains. You never seen snow, but you saw the snow in the mountains. Like you don't. Can you see mountains from your house or where you live? There's probably snow on top of the mountains. Even if you live in the desert, there's snow on the mountaintops. It's just elevation. I know, but you can't see mountains from the city. Like if you get like high, if there's like a hill or a tall building, you can't see like fucking mountains in the distance. I guess it depends on how high the mountains are. Even if you live in Tokyo, you could see mountains if you get up high enough. But it snows in Tokyo though. Japan gets snow, so it probably gets more snow than Colombia, I'd imagine. Yeah, I like cities that like snow. Like it would be snowy in Tokyo. It snows in like New York City. I wouldn't want to live in a place where it doesn't snow, man. No fun. I like winter. There's no snow on the ground though, because it's not cold enough for it to stick. There's no snow on the ground right now. It turned into like water, and when it gets cold enough, the snow will actually stay around. But now it's not cold enough, and the snow just melts and turns to like water. And sometimes when it gets really snowy, and then it fucking rains a lot too, it turns into like fucking like slush. And that's like brown ice chunks, and it's like all the dirt gets into the ice, and then there's like snow and That's cool. Yeah, even in America, there's places where it does never snows. Like Southern California, it doesn't really snow. Very rarely. Texas, a lot of parts of Texas don't snow. Florida, a lot of the South. Basically, the South of the U.S. doesn't snow much at all, or very rarely. I think one time, probably in like Florida, they probably got like an inch of snow or something in some parts. Or there's people in like Texas where yeah, it's like it snows and then they have to shut everything down because they don't know how to deal with snow. But like up north here, it's like we know we get snow every year, so we can deal with it. Yeah, I like the snow, so. Oh, I have to go home somewhat soon. Oh, I'll probably go home in like 15 minutes. Medellin. Yeah, Medellin, Colombia. Well, I don't know how to pronounce Medellin. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't speak Spanish. No hablo español. Inglés. No, I don't know how to speak Spanish though. Uh, what? Yeah. Do you have a car? Do you have a car or like no? Do you have a motorcycle? I feel like that's like a very South American thing is to have a motorcycle or a moped. Yeah, if I lived in Colombia, I guess I'd buy a moped or a motorcycle because I don't want to be at home right now. Because I have a car, I can just go out. This is my home sometimes. You know, I can just be in the car for a long time. Like having a car is like cool, you know. Has heat and you could go anywhere. Yeah, if I lived in Colombia, I'd get a moped. Or if I lived in Italy too, they drive like mopeds and shit. I'd get a cool moped. Yeah, you don't have to get a full motorcycle like a bike, but you could get like a smaller one, like a little moped. It doesn't go as fast and it doesn't look as cool, but it can still get you around. Or I guess you could get a bike. I don't know if you have this there, but it's like a bike and then they put an engine on an actual bicycle. And they put like a little small engine on it. And then it turns it into like a little motorcycle. Or you could get a you probably can't do an electric scooter. They have those here, electric scooters and shit. But yeah, just get a little moped. That'd be cool. The car's probably too big. I know. Yeah. Much lower cost of living. My dollar would go way farther there in Colombia than in America. I know because I've traveled to like cheap countries like Mexico. Colombia is probably might be even cheaper than Mexico to live in. Canada is a little cheaper than America with our dollars, but it's still expensive. Hong Kong's cheaper than America. Japan is cheaper than America. America is like the most expensive country to live in. But if we go like that basically means if I go anywhere else other than like maybe like Switzerland or like a couple countries in Europe, it's like everywhere else in the world is cheaper. Like Colombia is way cheaper, Mexico is way cheaper, Canada's a little cheaper than America. Yeah, I've been in a couple countries. Canada, Mexico, Japan, Hong Kong, Macau. Yeah, so I guess five other countries other than America. Canada, Mexico, Japan, Hong Kong, Macau. Yeah. I mean, but I mean, still Mexico is like significantly cheaper than America. I mean, even like Bulgaria is a lot cheaper. It's in Europe, but it's way cheaper than America. Bulgaria, I've looked into like living in or visiting. Eastern Europe. Yeah, I've never been to South America though yet. I've only been to Asia and North America. So I've never been to Europe. Never been to South America. Never been to Australia or Africa. Yeah, Africa's probably even cheaper than Colombia, but I don't know. I don't think I'd want to live in Africa, other than maybe South Africa or maybe Morocco, South Africa, or maybe like Egypt. Those are probably like the safest places. It's too fucking hot. Anywhere in Africa is too hot. Colombia is probably way too hot for me, you know, South America. Yeah, I've never been to Miami. I have been to Florida, but only like Orlando and St. Augustine. Yeah. St. Augustine is the oldest city in America, but it's pretty cool. Florida's too hot for me though, too. So you're used to it. You're used to that heat and the humidity. I'm not. I'm too far north. When I went to like fucking Florida, it was like you know, it's like everywhere you walk, it's like a fucking sauna. I'm like, oh, I can't handle this. I wouldn't want to live here. Too fucking used to the north, man. Yeah. I like the snow and like cold weather and shit. I can't handle that heat. I can only handle the heat in summer, you know? Just dry heat, not wet heat. I don't like humidity. Yeah, I've never been in Miami. Oh, Arizona, but I'd probably rather live in Phoenix than Florida because at least Phoenix is like really hot because it's in a desert, but there's no humidity because it's like a actual desert. So like at least the heat is just dry heat. It's not like wet heat. But Phoenix gets I mean it gets even hotter. There's like days where it's like 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which is probably like 45 degrees Celsius. I couldn't deal with that for an entire summer. Fucking like 40 plus Celsius every single day would not be good. Yeah, I think that would probably 120 is probably like 45 or so Celsius. Yeah, very hot. That's like that's like fucking Afghanistan heat or something. Or like Saudi Arabia. Also Saudi Arabia is too hot. Dubai is very, very hot. I don't think Colombia is as hot as Dubai. I'm not rich enough to live in Dubai though. That's definitely a place that's a lot more expensive to live in than America. Saudi Arabia is probably not as much, but I can't live in Saudi Arabia because I'm not Muslim. They don't even allow non-Muslims to live in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that shit's too hot, man. I can't handle it. It gets hot here. There's some days where it gets pretty hot here in the summer, but this year I don't even remember a day it being over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if we had a day this summer that was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is probably like maybe 40 C or something. Maybe like 38 to 40 Celsius. I don't think we didn't have a day in summer that was that hot this year. It was all like in 90s, 80s and stuff. It wasn't that bad this year. Some years it is like pretty hot. And then winter hasn't been that cold yet. I don't think we've dropped below freezing yet. Yeah, we haven't, because it's been raining a lot, and then if it drops below freezing, then the rain will be like ice on the road and turn to snow. 17. Well, I'm just, because I think in Fahrenheit, because I'm an American, but I could kind of convert it a little bit. Let's see what it is here. Oh, it's 40 Fahrenheit, which is like, what is that, like 5 Celsius or something? Let me look it up. Yeah, what's 40 Fahrenheit? Okay, because 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit, so 40 Celsius is... Okay, I guess like 4 Celsius. It's like 4 C here. What's 17 sounds like it's pretty warm. It's 4 here. That's not freezing yet. Otherwise the snow would have stuck. But it all melted. You ever do this with if you're a guy? You'd feel your stubble. It's like, yeah, I don't think I could ever have a completely smooth face again. Even after like shaving, there's still like, stubble. I'm cold, yeah. I guess you'd be pretty cold. Yeah, you'd be pretty cold here. It's 4 right now. Which it's not bad. It's not bad for winter here. Because sometimes it'll be negative. There's times where it's not even 0. It's like negative, Well, I guess in Celsius, yeah, it would be negative. It's below freezing, but there's times here where it's been negative in Fahrenheit. It's like negative 10 Fahrenheit, which is like, that's below freezing. 32 is, so if it's 31, then it's below freezing. But if it's negative, then it's even lower than that. It's like past. Negative 10 is like 40 degrees colder than 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is already below freezing, That's a little rare here, but it's not weird for winter to be below freezing. That's actually pretty normal in the winter, especially like in November. We're gonna have days. We only have a couple more days in November, but I think some of the days are probably gonna be below freezing. Maybe not during the day, but at night. And then December, it's definitely gonna start being below freezing, like during the daytime too. And then I might have to actually put on a real jacket. But right now, the sweatshirt is it's enough. I like the cold though. Oh, 6:24. Okay, I'm gonna drive home, then I gotta turn the stream off. All right, let's drive home. Oh, look. You can see, I can't see anything out of my bag. It's frosted. You gotta turn the defrost on. All right, let's drive home. I'm close. don't use WhatsApp. I don't have Discord, but maybe. Do you have Telegram? I made a Telegram. I don't know if you use Telegram, possibly. I have Instagram and Telegram. That's basically it, though. I have Instagram, Telegram. You probably don't use Snapchat, so I don't even really like Snapchat. I just downloaded it. I got Instagram and Telegram. But like I gotta like look. I know my Instagram, I don't know my Telegram. I like Telegram because it's like fucking anonymous. Telegram and Signal. Those are good ones. I think I have a Discord, but I never use it, so I don't know my username, and I don't have the app either, so like I can't use Discord. No WhatsApp. It's not a very common thing. Okay, I guess I'm going. Okay. Four-way stops. Yeah. Do you have fucking Telegram? I got that. That's about it. Or Instagram, but yeah, I mean I should put my Telegram link in my fucking channel description. I just started using Telegram. Truck. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, so just tell me, do you have Telegram or whatever? Cause I'll give it to you, but I gotta go in now, so I have like 2 minutes. I probably gotta reverse my car. I gotta back my car in too. It's fucking frosty. My windows are really fogged up. Yeah, do you got Telegram? I don't know my fucking I don't have Discord installed. I don't got Discord. I don't have WhatsApp. You're on fucking Telegram, bro. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out next stream. I'll stream soon. Not tomorrow, because it's Thanksgiving in America, but yeah. Jesus, it's frosting like really quick. All right, bye.